Let's talk about which foods groups will help treat irregular periods, hair growth, and fertility problems found in PCOS. Because in your 20s and 30s is when your hormones, metabolism, and fertility all intersect. Your doctors will offer prescription medications such as birth control pills, spironolactone, and metformin to treat your PCOS symptoms. But this is where most women are given incomplete advice. By the end of this section, you will know which whole foods have the properties to treat PCOS symptoms. So, what is the core strategy for treating PCOS with whole foods? First, you must understand that PCOS is intimately related to your metabolism and can make it difficult for your body to process your blood sugar. What's even worse is that this can result in a condition known as insulin resistance. Insulin resistance increases the amount of insulin in the bloodstream, which ultimately stimulates the ovaries and adrenal glands to produce more androgen hormones, more commonly known as testosterone. So why does this matter? Because high levels of testosterone can cause acne, hair growth, and irregular periods found in PCOS. In order to control the testosterone levels in PCOS, doctors will often recommend medication. However, there are potential side effects to these medications which many patients do not like. But here is the good news. Researchers have found certain food groups to be highly effective at controlling PCOS symptoms. Let's talk about those food groups now. Some foods you think are healthy could be silently spiking your insulin and triggering more testosterone. But not all carbs are the problem. There's a category called low glycemic carbohydrates, leafy greens, broccoli, quinoa, beans. These foods do not spike your blood sugar, they ease it up slowly. But here's the mistake most people make. They take something healthy and turn it into a sugar spike. Because once you remove the fiber from the fruits and vegetables, your blood sugar shoots up. And every spike in blood sugar spikes insulin, and insulin signals your ovaries to produce more testosterone. You're probably wondering what other things can spike your blood sugar. The answer is refined carbohydrates. This is a group of foods doing the exact opposite of low glycemic index foods. Refined carbs such as white bread, white rice, sugary drinks, processed snacks have fast digestion, causing fast sugar spike, higher insulin, and more testosterone. This is the food groups that you want to remove from your diet. Most people think they need to also remove fats from their diet. This will sound counterintuitive, but the right fats will actually improve insulin sensitivity and help lower androgen levels. These healthy fats are known as monounsaturated fats. Want to regulate your periods and decrease your acne? Try replacing the bad fats in your diet with these healthy fats. Think extra virgin olive oil, avocados, olives, nuts, almonds, cashews. These go great with a garden salad, and your hormones will thank you for it. If you would like a free downloadable cookbook recipe with easy meal preps using these whole foods, then a link in the description will be available. Now, you're probably thinking, do I need to become a vegetarian? Absolutely not. There is no scientific evidence to support any one type of diet over another. However, research does show that excessive consumption of processed meat and animal protein, particularly red meat, is correlated to inflammation and PCOS. Lean animal proteins found in seafood are proven to be beneficial due to their high omega-3 fatty acids content, which reduces fasting insulin levels and fights against inflammation. And finally, there are the small things that most people completely overlook. Spices like turmeric and cinnamon help reduce chronic inflammation. And certain teas, such as spearmint tea and green tea, can help regulate ovulation and improve your menstrual cycles. All right, quick challenge. Let's see if you actually remember this. Most people don't get all of these right. Question 1. Which foods worsen PCOS the fastest? Refined carbs, white bread, white rice, sugary drinks, processed snacks. Question 2. Which carbs are safe and won't spike your blood sugar? Low glycemic carbs. Think leafy greens, broccoli, quinoa, beans. Question 3. What are the best fats for hormone balance? Monounsaturated fats, olive oil, avocados, olives, nuts like almonds and cashews. Now, here's where people mess up. Question 4. Which animal proteins can actually worsen inflammation? Red and processed meats, bacon, sausage, deli meats, fatty cuts of steak. So, what should you replace them with? Lean omega-3 rich proteins, salmon, sardines, trout, herring, anchovies, even shellfish like shrimp and scallops. Almost done. Don't miss these last two. They matter more than people think. Question 6. Which teas can support fertility? Spearmint tea and green tea. Final question. Which spices help reduce inflammation? Turmeric and cinnamon. If you got most of those right, you're already ahead of the majority of patients. But knowing this isn't enough. You need to actually use it. That's exactly why we created a free, evidence-based cookbook, so you can turn all of this into real, simple meals. Click the link in the description to get it. And before you go, comment below. How many did you get right out of 7? Also, tell us what topic you want next. Our team of board-certified physicians reads every comment and uses them to plan upcoming videos. And if you know someone struggling with PCOS, share this with them, because most people are never taught this, and it can completely change their health.